In this first example, we're using a C major chord progression, starting with our C chord shape. We're going to outline the C chord shape here with our first finger on the first fret of the second string, second finger on the second fret of the fourth string, and third finger on the third fret of the fifth string. And our right hand is going to be centered around playing the fifth string through to the second string, thumb on the fifth, first finger on the fourth, second finger on the third finger on the second string. And that's the pattern we're playing right there. We're going to go thumb, first, second, third, and then thumb. 1 and 2 and 3. That's how we're counting this right here. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. So we begin with that chord shape there. Then what we do, the second time, is we lift up our first finger. So it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Then after that, we place our pinky on the third fret of the second string. And we proceed to do the same thing with our right hand. 1 and 2 and 3. And then we finish, the last measure is... What's going on here is we start the same with our thumb and then first finger. Then we go to our third finger on the right hand playing the open first string. And then our second finger on the right hand is going to play the second string, and our pinky is going to be on the third fret of the second string. And then we get our first finger ready on the first fret of the second string, because we're going to do a pull off from the third fret to the first fret. Pinky to first finger on the left hand. So I recommend practicing that little lick right there. Second finger on the right hand playing the second string, and then performing that pull off. So from the beginning of that bar we had 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3. Now we're going to go to an A minor chord shape. So, to get to A minor, we're playing the C chord, and then we're just lifting up our third finger and placing that on the second fret of the third string instead. Right? And then we proceed to do the same thing with our right hand. So just like the beginning, first finger plays the first fret of the second string, then we do open, and then our pinky once again plays the third fret of the second string. So just like the first bar, 1 and 2 and 3, and then we finish this bar by playing. So similar to the last bar, but a little different. We begin at the same by doing thumb, first finger, fifth string, fourth string, and then our third finger on the right hand plays open first string. And then again, our middle finger plays open second string this time. So exact same thing with the right hand, only we play open second string and hammer on to the first fret with our first finger on the left hand. In the first bar, we had a pull off from the third fret to the first fret. Now in this bar we have a hammer on from the open to the first fret. Now we're going to transition to a G chord shape, only we're going to simplify it a little bit. We're going to place our third finger on the third fret of the sixth string, and then we begin with our pinky on the third fret of the second string. Right hand is doing something very similar to the last two bars, only we're going to play the sixth string with our thumb now. Our first finger plays the fourth, second finger plays the third finger plays the second string. So we're doing that right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to play the first fret with our first finger on the second string. Then we go back to the third fret with our pinky. And now to end this bar, we're going to change our finger position a little bit. We're going to place our first finger now on the third fret of the sixth string. And then our second finger is going to be ready to play the third fret of the second string. Before we do that, we're going to play thumb, sixth string, first finger will pick the open third string, and then our middle finger will pick the second string. The second finger on the left hand is on the third fret. Then we slide it up to the fifth fret. And then we play open second string. So from the beginning of that bar we had and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3. Now the final bar, we're going to play an F major 7 chord shape. And what that is kind of like the C chord, but we're going to lift up our second and third finger and place them a string down to where our first finger will be on the first fret of the second string, second finger will be on the second fret of the third string, and then third finger will be on the third fret of the fourth string. And like the other bars, we're going to stick with the same picking pattern, but our thumb is now playing the fourth string. So thumb's playing fourth string, then we play third string with our first finger, second string with our second finger, first string with our third finger. So that's what we're doing there. And then, the second measure, we're going to place our pinky down on the third fret of the first string. Lift it up again. And then to end this measure, we're going to place our first finger on the third fret of the sixth string. So it's like we're going to a G really quickly here. And we're going to play the sixth string with our thumb. Then our first finger is going to play open third string. And then our second finger is going to be positioned on the third fret of the first string. We're going to pick that with our third finger on the right hand. We're going to slide it up to the fifth fret. And then we're going to finish with open second string, played with our middle finger. Alright, so let's try this from the beginning now. G. Then you can finish with C major.